finalist. Best 54.8 set in the last couple of years. 55.38, her best performance so far this year. Lena Burnley of Switzerland goes in lane 7. Personal best to finish 5th at the European Team Championships in Madrid a couple of weeks ago, 55.19. Naomi van den Broek of Belgium takes lane 6. Out of the Belgium Cheetahs 4x4 squad that have made so many global finals and finally the European bronze in Rome last year. Lena Nielsen takes lane 5. She broke Nicole Jurgen's national indoor 300-metre record. Great flat races over the last few weeks, and the hurdling is improving. She's down to 54.66 so far. Broeck Yukich of Australia goes in lane 4. Personal best in Memphis on Saturday. So a lot of travel to get from Memphis to Switzerland. She's second at the national championships this year behind Sarah Carlin. Yeah. Alice Morero of Italy is there in lane 2. There we go, they've got a camera on her. The World University Games bronze medalist was close to breaking 8 seconds indoors for the 60-metre hurdle. She's done a 100-metre hurdle personal best this year, so we know the speed is there. What can Morero do here over the full lap? So just 6 athletes. The empty lanes at 1 and 2. Those tight lanes are hard, whatever sprint you're doing, particularly in the hurdles. So the meeting record, 53.63 from Janice Russell, has stood since 2018. The World Championship qualifying mark for this year for Tokyo, 54.65. So Nielsen just 100th off that so far this season. She's the only woman under 55 in this year, so we could see Broeck dominate from lane 5.
Set.
Ooh, I think that could have been perhaps Yukich.
Yeah.
Just a bit of a twitch in the blocks. That's just my first instincts there from watching it the first time. I'm not sure whether we'll get a replay. Morero making her way off to the side, but I wonder if that's just for a swig of water. Well, if it is Eileen Dennis, I think she could definitely claim crowd interference. Look at those spectators leaning over the barrier, almost in her face. Great to see these small tracks here. We've got a big stand on the home straight here in Lucerne. You can see that in the background, but so much of the other spectator spaces standing room only. And there is a red card coming out. What a shame here. One of these 6 women. Is going to Alice Morero. Going to have a discussion here. She can have a look over at the computer, Alice Morero, and you can see on my system here for my commentary position, she's been credited with 0.04, nowhere near to the 0.1 limit for reaction time. Well under it. Morero, just not sure at all, and I think it's hard to just see some figures. Great if Morero could perhaps see a replay alongside that. She's not kind of associating her experience with that reaction time. I'll have a look here at the replay for us. It's a quick movement there from Alice Morero. She's one of the athletes that moves first. That's such a shame for Morero. Each of these races are so important for the athletes. To be in a Continental Tour silver event, get an opportunity to run and then potentially have it taken away from you. There is a discussion going on here and a shuffling of the cards. I'm not sure what's going to go on here, whether Morero is running under protest. It's come up as disqualified on the computer system. So apologies, I'm not sure what a red and white card means for Morero. Perhaps the indication of that red still being involved, but it's a run under protest for the Italian. So the other women there, they've had a 5 minute, well, not 5 minutes, few minutes standing around and waiting. Go back to their blocks here. So Morero of Italy in lane 1, perhaps running under protest. Broeck Yukich of Australia goes in lane 4. Lena Nielsen, the fastest woman in the field, goes in lane 5. Naomi van der Broek of Belgium in lane 6. Lena Vernley of Switzerland in lane 7. And Eileen Demes of Germany in 8. And no problems in the second start of the women's 4 hurdles. Good start from Morero, the Italian, on the inside, perhaps fired up with the adrenaline from that false start. Nielsen going well down the back straight, perhaps Lena Nielsen with an early lead, as you would expect, one of the fastest women in the field. They disappear over onto the back straight. It is Lena Nielsen with an early lead as they go through the halfway stage. And the athletes on the outside pushing each other well, Vernley and Dennis, especially the German athlete, and Demes, the German athlete, just finding a burst of speed there as she hit the halfway point. Just stuttering now, the German, into that hurdle on the top end. Lena Nielsen will hope that this stagger unwinds with her in the lead, but it could be the German athlete, Eileen Demes, with a lead ahead of the Brit. They both take that barrier side by side, and Van der Broek of Belgium closing strongly as well. That's 1 hurdle left for these athletes. They drive, they sprint over the final 50 metres. Lena Nielsen just ahead of Naomi van der Broek, 54.76. It is a clocking underneath for 55 seconds. Again for Lena Nielsen, she's done that a few times this season. Van der Broek, though, hasn't gone under 55, but I think there with that run, there it is, 54.78. That's a new lifetime best for the Belgian by a couple of hundredths. Eileen Demes, I wonder if she just tired over the last 100 metres. It's hard when you're out in lane 8 and you haven't got other athletes to gauge your pace from. And Lena Nielsen felt like she was aggressive, she was good over the first 150. Had to fight for it in the last 100 metres. You see Demes stuttering into that penultimate barrier, fighting hard to regain that momentum, but at this stage in the race when you're full of lactic, that's pretty hard. Lena Nielsen holding her form well there in the last 50 metres. Good win for Lena Nielsen. No easy way to do a 4 hurdles. Pretty much an event that will always put you on the floor afterwards. Those are results, 54.74 for Lena Nielsen. Naomi van der Broek, personal best, 54.78. Eileen Demes, 55.39, holding on for 3rd place. And Morero, it is confirmed there as a disqualification for the Italian. So unless she can argue something.
The women's 400 metres hurdles at the Lucerne meeting delivered one of the most emotionally charged and unpredictable races of the season. What was expected to be a straightforward 6-athlete contest quickly evolved into a test of composure, resilience, and elite-level execution under pressure. Even before the athletes settled into their blocks, drama struck. Italy's Alice Morero, a World University Games bronze medalist, was shown a red card following a controversial movement at the start. The timing system registered an extraordinary reaction time of just 0.04 seconds, far below the legal threshold. The decision stunned both Morero and the crowd, as disbelief spread across the stadium. After an intense discussion with officials, Morero was eventually allowed to compete under protest, adding a layer of tension to an already unsettled race atmosphere. Once the race finally began, Great Britain's Nielsen wasted no time asserting her authority. From the opening strides, she demonstrated why she has been one of the most reliable sub-55-second hurdlers this season. Her acceleration into the first bend was decisive, and her hurdle technique remained clean and efficient, allowing her to build a clear advantage by the halfway mark. Behind her, the battle for positioning was fierce. Belgium's Naomi van den Broek showed strong rhythm through the back straight, staying composed and technically sharp as she matched strides with Germany's Eileen Deems. Switzerland's Broeck Yukich, racing on home soil, fought valiantly to stay connected, drawing energy from the crowd despite the mounting pressure. As the athletes entered the final curve, Nielsen's experience became evident. While others began to tighten and struggle with stride adjustments, she maintained her cadence and attacked the final hurdles with confidence. Van den Broek mounted a late challenge, closing ground with impressive determination, but Nielsen's early control of the race proved decisive. Crossing the finish line, Lena Nielsen secured a commanding victory, reinforcing her status as a serious contender on the international circuit. Van den Broek followed with a strong performance, while Yukich's determined finish earned her valuable momentum moving forward. The Lucerne hurdles race will be remembered not only for its results, but for the emotional intensity and resilience displayed by every athlete on the track.